What it is, family? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the voice of Eli, and we are going to deal with this topic today. We are going to deal with the issue of when God makes sure you go to hell. He's going to make sure some people go to hell. We're going to be looking at the passage from 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 11. And I'll read it from the KJV first. And it says, "And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." Now, let's start off with the explanation of this. First of all, the explanation from the Christian perspective would probably go a little something like this: that these individuals wanted to believe something other than the truth. When you drop back in verse 10, you'll find these words: "And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish," meaning they're going that way. They already have that mindset, see, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. This is what they want to do. For context sake, also consider he's supposedly talking about a rule to come. Some people believe it's talking about the Antichrist, or just the fact of anything that is against God is being talked about here. And these individuals, it all boils down, they're doing what they want to do. Remember that, because we're going to come back to it. Also, so God says, hey, if that's what you want, I let you go ahead and do that. If that's what you want, you go ahead and take that route. You don't want the truth that I'm giving you. You don't want the life that I'm giving you. You don't love Jesus. You don't understand. You don't want to follow. It's not that I haven't given you the truth. It's not that I haven't given you the evidence, so to speak. It's just you want to do what you want to do. And then in verse 11, it says, "For this cause," and see, for that reason. We'll break that down in a minute. So God gives them what they want, and meaning for this cause, he sends them a strong delusion. And it even says that they should believe a lie. Now, why would God do that? The Christian explanation is God does this in order to execute judgment on those who refuse. See, these people got the truth. They got the facts. They have everything they need. They have the evidence that should lead them to the logical conclusion that they are to follow the God of the Bible. However, they just simply want to do what they want to do. So God has to send them this delusion, or chooses to send them this strong, convincing evidence that keeps them going in the direction that they are going. God does this in order to execute judgment. Look at verse number 12. It says that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. See, they love it. They love what it is they are doing. And this is why God says, you know what? If that's what you love it more than me, you love it more than Jesus, you love it more than the life I have for you, I'll go ahead and make you think, or let you think, that that is the way that you should go. Now, let's just confirm that that's what that means. If you look at this in a few different versions, the KJV, which I'm most familiar with, it says that they might, in verse number 12, that they might be condemned. So we know he's trying to make sure they are condemned. What about the ESV? It talks about a so that they might be in that way. What about the NLT, the New Living Translation? So God will cause them to believe. That's a pretty clear one. He's making sure they believe something. What about the ASV? And if you go back to verse 11, it says working error, or he will send them what's called a working error. It's like a math problem that is going to be wrong, but the work that you did to get there is all right. You get what I'm saying? So you can't have all the right processes in the problem and come up with the wrong answer, but based on what God is doing here, they're going to seem like all the right processes, and the answer will be wrong. However, it will seem right to these individuals that are doing what it is they want to do. Continuing, what about the ASV? Or rather, let's look at what else this sounds like. Let's do that. How about this? Sounds very familiar. God is no stranger to using lies in order to cause people to have a few issues or to be condemned. What about 1 Kings 22 and verse 23? You'll find these words. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. Now, that's usually the explanation that you're going to get. However, let's go back over this with a critical eye. First of all, these people wanted to believe in something is the claim. They wanted to go that way. I'm just curious. If they're already going that way, they're already receiving your truth and choosing not to believe it, then why do you need to confirm and make sure that they don't come back to you? Wait a minute, let me tell you why that's important. Because in 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9, you'll find the words that he is not willing that any should perish, but all should come to repentance. If he is not willing, this seems to suggest that this same God doesn't want anybody lost. But so why would he be active in making sure they stay lost when, according to the word, they want to be lost and they're gonna be lost because that's what they want to follow? It seems like he's doing extra work when he actually could be spending time doing what he would know how to do better than anybody. And that is, why not send them a strong evidence rather than a strong delusion? What I mean by that is, if anybody is going to be convincing and knows what it would take to cause an individual to believe something, it would be the creator of that being. He would know exactly what to do, exactly what it would take to cause that person to say, you know what? I need to wake up. I need to go the other way. But what these Christians got over here, man, shoot, that's what it is. I'm going over there rather than stay where I'm at, because where I'm at, he has shown me that hell is hot and hell is real, and it's already hot enough here in Florida, and I ain't trying to go there. But anyway, this would seem like the way he would want to go, not based on anything I'm saying in my standard of morality, but rather the God of the Bible standard of morality. Going on from that, it says, so he gives them what they want. However, they already have what they want. Going further, why is he trying to condemn? They still have life in them. That means that they have an opportunity to turn around. That's exactly what repentance is, a change in heart. And if you're not willing that any should perish, why not send them a prophet? As a matter of fact, if you look at Hebrews chapter 2, you will find that God used the signs and the miracles of that day in order to convince people that his apostles were from him. I think it's Hebrews chapter 2, around verses 3 and 4. He gave them these signs and wonders that bared them witness. I'm just saying, man, if somebody can come through with some miracles, then maybe I might not be going the way I'm going. Until then, it's your boy Eli. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, because we doing it over here. Truth is my only religion. Love y'all. Peace.